Good night. Have one done tonight. God is good, and God is good all the time. My name is Amateur of Spiritual God. I'm here to give you, I ain't gonna say shout news, but some news tonight. And first, we're gonna talk about the Supreme Court had thrown out race claim in South Carolina. So we'll be discussing they remove 1,000 black voters. So civil rights groups argue that state representative unlawful, redraw Representative Nancy Mace, district when they removed thousands of black voters. Now, thousands had been removed, so now it's not enough to bring in a claim, put a claim in for Jerry Manor. So in Jerry Manor, district in disempowered. So now they the remainers that's in Jerry Manor, gerrymandered. Disempower America at the district. Now, level many voters are living in a system, but are not less. That is responsible to their needs. So it's like they're living there, but nobody not paying them no attention. Not not tending to their needs or whatever the issues may be. And so that's why they were putting a claim in, but then they removed 1,000 black voters out that district. So Jerry Amanda is a United States district, North Carolina, 12 Congress district. Now the district had African American resident who voted for the Democrat. So it seemed like the ones that were with the Democrat, they had to move them out the way, out the district. Because the district is for the citizen American. The Democrat always helped the American with their needs, and so there was a Democrat, and that's why they power they moved. You know, so the remaining Black American living in Gary Manor district, you know, um, you have to start paying attention to their needs, whatever their needs may be. Whatever their needs may be. And so I request that y'all gonna have to redraw another map. It's supposed to be equal population numbers. The numbers supposed to be the same district. Every district have amount the same number. So make sure this map, it's not disfavor to black voters, but focus on the policy in the race. So you remove 1,000 Americans, in the remaining Gary Manor, district, but they are disempower America, meaning they have less to vote. And when you move them out the district, they have to be in a district to vote. We need every count to be at their voting booth. And so they moved that 1,000. Now they don't have enough people to come forward or putting a claim in. Because there must be the Republicans that's still there, and the ones that moved was the Democrat. So okay, that's South Carolina. So now we're gonna talk about the veterans. Now, we ought to be proud of our veterans because they go out there and fight, to protect us for the war don't start coming to the United States. So we'll be discussing veterans, benefit and health care and food stamps, rental assistance, because the Republicans have it on the table to be cut. So men and women go out and fight to protect our company, our country. They risk their lives. I mean, when they go out there, they're risking their lives, fighting. And some of them, don't come out alive, and some come home disabled. So when they serve their time, and come home, at least we can do is take care of our veterans. We shouldn't be cutting nothing. We should take care of our veterans. They're keeping the war coming to the United States. They're fighting to protect our country. And so they take care. That's we can take care of our veterans. So when they come home, we have to make sure their benefits is there for them. You know, and we have to make sure, they need rental assistance. I remember last year they put on the news, a veterans had came home. He wasn't able to get anything, and he was homeless. No veteran should come home and be homeless. So veterans, when they come home, their benefits should be here. Rental assistance, health care, and food stamp. They should be able to apply for all these things they need because they go out there and fight, and they risking their life. So this cut will impact their lives. This is insult. Insult, not to take care of our veterans. I oppose on cutting veterans' benefits and health care. They go out and fight to protect us. So they come home. The living expenses is real high. That's why the guy, we, I hated to see that. No veteran should come home and be homeless. And they should be able to apply for anything, food stamps, Medicaid, and their benefits. They should be able to apply for these things when they come home. The living here is high. It's high. So many come home need medical assistance. Remember, some of them get hurt. Disabled. So when they come home, they need medical assistance. They need their health care. So I request that all veterans you know, benefits and health care do not get cut. The benefits do not get cut, and they should be able to apply for their health care. We have to make sure they have rental assistance. We don't want no veterans, being out on the street. So requested that benefits do not get cut, and they're able to apply for health care and rental assistance. These are three main things they need when they come home. Okay, so let's talk about Social Security. Social Security is on the table. So I'll be discussing Social Security retirement benefit plan. Increasing the age. Cutting Social Security is on the table also. The age to apply for Social Security right now is 62. Federal will take out of our check, for the Social Security benefits. Now, men and women, we work so hard. And some people have to work up until they're in their 60s because they can't afford to retire early because the living expense is so high. It's so high. So everyone works so hard. And then they're taking out for everything. So when it's time for you to retire, they expect to receive their money that's been taken out their check. And so when they no longer work no more, they're looking forward to receive this benefits. They'll be their only income. They work hard for that. And so when their time is here for 62, and most of them are still work until they get their full benefits. I think that is 70 years old, 67 years old, something like that. So a lot of them are working until they're 67 or 70 years old to get their full benefits. And some of them wait till 62. And then some of them have to receive it less than 62 because sometimes they get hurt or have health issues where they have to retire at an early age before 62. So retirement early due to health care and living, are expensive, real high. And they can't afford to have their benefits cut, because they're already taken out. And then when it's time for them to apply for this Social Security is cut because it's on the table. To benefit is, to get cut. And then the remain, I request for the age to remain 62 because they're talking about decreasing that, increasing that. Boost that up to 67. And so a lot of people are gonna have to work all the way to the 67 and 70 years old just to apply for their Social Security benefits. So I oppose on cutting Social Security. Due to living expenses is high. I request Social Security benefits do not get cut. In the age 62 to apply for Social Security, I request for it to remain at 62. So we talk about the Supreme Court in South Carolina. Miss Nancy Mace, she draw a map. She draw a map, but removed 1,000 African American, from their district. And that was the same district they was putting a claim on. So now they don't have enough people to put the claim on because the one it seemed like there was a Democrat. The Democrat can always put a claim in and find out if something is wrong. Because the Democrat help the citizen American. They help, they deal with issues. And to remove, if that was Democrat, remove the Democrat out the way. I request that we draw another map. We draw another map. The population of the numbers have to be same, and each state have to also be the same. So they will have to redraw another map, and they have to focus on the policy and not the race. And the claim that was put on Garrison Manor, the claim, so the claim was, you got people living in there. It's like they're visible. To call for issues or whatever needed, they don't tend to their needs. So that have to change. You're gonna have to treat them, like they're there. Treating them like they're invisible. So the remain district, and then they are disempowered. So they must be they're disempowered. Meaning they don't have no voice to say anything. It's what it is. And that they have to change. They have to send to see by their needs, whatever the needs is. They should have not moved 1,000. African American from that district. And I think most of them was a Democrat. And so we talk about veterans. It's on the table to be cutting their benefits. They fight to protect us. Our country. So we should not be cutting their benefits. Their benefits should be the same. It's not cut. They should be able to apply for their health care. I request their health care remain. And their benefits do not get cut. And they should be able to apply for rental assistance, food stamps, and health care. They deserve it. And so we also talk about Social Security. Cutting Social Security is on the table. And I request that their benefits do not be cut because they're already taking out their money for Social Security already. And so if they cut it, so that means they're not getting what they expect to be getting. Because see, when they retire, they expect for to receive their benefits. And so I request that Social Security do not be cut. In the age to apply for Social Security, remaining at 62. So that's all I have for you today. I see y'all in the next video.